In this video, I'm going to make the case for why Jordan Hicks is MLB's next breakout converted starter. Before I get started, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment down below. Looking at Hicks' Baseball Savant page, we can see that his 2024 season overall was underwhelming, with a 4.1 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP and 109.2 innings pitched. However, if we break things down by month, this tells a completely different story. We can see that he had one start in March, which was 5 scoreless innings, 5 starts in April, which had an April ERA of 1.86 with a WHIP of 0.93, 6 starts in May, which was still pretty good with an ERA of 3.99 and a WHIP of 1.33, and then things really started to fall apart with a June ERA above 5 in 5 starts, a July ERA above 8, and we can see that he was then moved back into the bullpen down the stretch. Jordan Hicks talked about wearing down over the course of the season as he had never been a starter before, and this is why he struggled. We can see that Jordan Hicks wore out and got tired as the season went on in his velocity numbers. So looking at Jordan Hicks' average pitch velocity over the course of his career, which began in 2018, first of all, we see it was higher when he was a reliever, which is normal. But looking at just 2024, we can see that it started out high and dropped over the course of the season. So his fastball velocities, four seam and sinker, started out 97 to 98, and eventually in June were in the 93 range. And they did recover a bit at the end of the season, but this is because he was moved back into the bullpen. Hicks has talked about training for more durability and adding muscle in the offseason as a way to maintain his velocity more this year. And over the offseason, he added 15 pounds of muscle, according to reports. He is clearly going to begin the season again in the Giants rotation as probably their fourth starter, but the projection systems are projecting a 1.4 WHIP, a low 4s ERA, and only about a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio typically. However, these projection systems don't know he added 15 pounds of muscle in the offseason and has been training to improve his durability. They also don't know that at the beginning of last season, Hicks was really good as a starter until he wore out, and are only seeing his overall season numbers, which were rather disappointing. I love projection systems, but this is a case where I think they are missing the mark. I see more like a low 1.3s WHIP, potentially as low as 1.3, with a high 3s ERA, a low 20s strikeout rate, and about a 9% walk rate. So if all of that is combined together, that becomes a pretty valuable starter in MLB, as well as for fantasy and daily fantasy purposes. There's a really good chance that the beginning of his season, when he's most fresh, will be substantially better than that as well as it was last year. And so I think Hicks is very underrated right now when it comes to fantasy potential and just his status as an MLB rotation piece. So that's my case for Jordan Hicks as the next MLB converted starter breakout. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe.